I am a realist, like, not because not only like I get like people are just like crazy about why she should be doing this and they should be doing that. If she's so great, this team, like it's still a team game, people. I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills. I hope Aaliyah Boston does amazing. It's going to be great for her because she's a great talent. She seems like a great gal. And I hope she turns that franchise around to where, Tamika Catchings had it at one point.
LeBron James just dropped a bombshell about Caitlin Clark that's got the whole WNBA shook. You won't believe what he said about her rookie season and the pressure she's facing. It's like looking in a mirror, he says. But why is the king of the NBA so invested in Clark's journey? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Let's talk about it. LeBron sees himself in Caitlin's story. He knows what it's like to be the #1 pick, with everyone watching your every move, and he's not shy about showing his support.
The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. That should be celebrated in its own right. From anyone that's, in sports that's flown commercial or flown, charter, Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
You know what's crazier? LeBron thinks Clark is changing the game in ways we can't even imagine yet. But it's not all smooth sailing for the rookie sensation. Imagine this. Clark's facing challenges that could make or break her career. And the WNBA? It's going through some big changes because of her. Want to know what LeBron said about all this? Stick around, because we're diving into the deep end of this story. You don't want to miss what's coming next.
My advice to Caitlin, and my advice to anyone that comes in with this, this level of like notoriety, put your blinders on, go to work, show up to work, punch your clock in, prepare yourself, work on your game, work on your craft, because everybody is looking for you to say anything and they're gonna splice it and cut it and make it a negative thing.
Remember all that excitement about Clark joining the WNBA? Well, her debut was anything but smooth. The Indiana Fever's start to the season was so bad, it had people questioning if Clark was really cut out for the pros. How bad are we talking? Imagine this, a 1-8 record to kick things off. That's not just a rough patch, that's a full-on basketball disaster. Clark walked into the WNBA with a target on her back. Everyone was watching, waiting to see if she'd live up to the hype. But instead of instant success, she faced a wall of challenges. Turnovers piled up, shots weren't falling, and suddenly, the unstoppable college star looked, well, pretty stoppable. Critics were quick to pounce. Overrated, they said. Can't handle the pro game, others chimed in. It was like all the air had been sucked out of the Clark hype balloon. But here's the thing, pressure like that can either break you or make you stronger. And Clark, she chose to get stronger.
My teammates, for sure. There's video evidence of my teammates basically saying like, he's not ready, all this hype, we've been here, all this, so my own teammates that I had to like be on the floor with, practicing with, on the planes with. Like you said, you want to say hate, but just like animosity, like towards me and what I could provide.
LeBron James, who knows a thing or two about entering a league with massive expectations, didn't stay quiet. He saw something in Clark's struggle that reminded him of his own journey. It's not about how you start, LeBron said. It's about how you finish. Caitlin's got that fire in her eyes. She's learning, adapting, and trust me, she's going to come out of this even better. And you know what? LeBron was onto something. Even as the losses piled up, Clark showed flashes of brilliance. A no-look pass here, a clutch three-pointer there. It wasn't consistent yet, but the potential was undeniable. She was facing the best players in the world and holding her own, even if the scoreboard didn't always show it. What's really impressive is how Clark handled the pressure. No public meltdowns, no finger-pointing at teammates. She kept her head down, put in the work, and faced every post-game interview with poise. That's the kind of mental toughness you can't teach. As the season went on, something started to change. Clark's turnovers decreased, her shooting percentages crept up, and suddenly, the Fever didn't look like such an easy win anymore. It was like watching a butterfly emerge from its cocoon. Only this butterfly could drop 30 points on you without breaking a sweat. Just when everyone thought Clark was overhyped, she did something that hadn't been done in the WNBA for years. What was it? Well, hold on to your seats, because Caitlin Clark's rookie season stats are about to blow your mind. Let's talk numbers. Clark averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. That's not just good. That's Rookie of the Year material. She wasn't just keeping up with the veterans, she was leaving them in the dust. Clark led all rookies in scoring and topped the entire WNBA in assists. You heard that right. A rookie dishing out more dimes than anyone else in the league. That's like a high school kid outscoring LeBron in the NBA. But Clark wasn't done there. Remember that rough 1-8 start for the Indiana Fever? Well, buckle up, because Clark turned that ship around faster than you can say triple-double. The Fever finished with a 20-20 record and made their first postseason appearance since 2016. That's not just an improvement, that's a complete transformation. Clark didn't just join a team, she revived a franchise. Now, let's talk about something that's got the WNBA execs dancing in their offices: viewership. Clark's games were pulling in numbers that would make some NBA teams jealous. We're talking 2.5 million viewers for one playoff game. That's the most watched WNBA game ever aired on cable. Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's putting on a show that people can't look away from. You know who else couldn't look away? LeBron James himself. The king of basketball had his eyes on Clark, and he liked what he saw. LeBron said, "More people want to watch. More people want to tune in." That's not just a compliment, that's a sign that Clark is changing the game. But here's where it gets really interesting. Clark's rookie season wasn't just about personal stats or team success. She's doing something that only one other player in WNBA history has done. In the playoffs, Clark averaged at least 18 points, 8.5 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 block. The only other rookie to put up those numbers in a playoff series? Michael Jordan. Yeah, that Michael Jordan. Clark's not just playing in the WNBA, she's rewriting its history books. Clark's stats are jaw-dropping, but they don't tell the whole story. There's a hidden factor behind her success, one that LeBron James knows all too well. What's the secret weapon that's helping Clark dominate the WNBA in her rookie year? LeBron James just dropped some serious truth about what it takes to make it in pro sports. He said, "There's a very small number of men and women that actually get to live out their dream of playing a professional sport." That's not just talk, it's a reality check for anyone dreaming of the big leagues. Now, let's talk about the secret sauce that's helping Caitlin Clark crush it in her rookie season. It's the same thing that helped LeBron when he was the #1 pick back in 2003. You ready for this? It's all about mental toughness. Imagine being in Clark's shoes. You're the top pick, everyone's watching your every move, and the pressure is through the roof. Sound familiar? That's exactly what LeBron went through. He sees himself in Clark's journey, and he's not shy about showing his support. LeBron's got some advice for Clark, and it's gold. He's telling her to enjoy the game and dodge the negativity. It sounds simple, but when you're in the spotlight, it's easier said than done. Clark's taking this advice to heart, and it's showing on the court. You know what's wild? This mindset isn't just helping Clark play better, it's helping her handle all the crazy stuff that comes with being a pro. The media attention, the expectations, the critics, all of it. LeBron knows this game better than anyone, and he's seen how it can mess with young players' heads. But here's the kicker. Clark's not just surviving the pressure. She's thriving in it. She's turning heats, breaking records, and making the whole WNBA sit up and take notice. And it's not just about her skills on the court. It's about how she carries herself, how she handles the tough times, and how she keeps pushing forward. LeBron's been there, done that. He knows the ups and downs of being a rookie sensation. He's telling Clark to keep her head in the game and not let the noise get to her. And you know what? It's working. Clark's not just playing basketball, she's changing the game. This mental toughness isn't just a nice to have, it's a must-have. It's what separates the good players from the great ones. LeBron and Clark both have it in spades, and it's what's helping them write their names in the history books. LeBron James is all in on Caitlin Clark, and he's not shy about it. He sees her changing the game in ways we can't even imagine yet. Clark's rookie season is already making waves. More people are tuning in to watch WNBA games, and the league is stepping up its game with better travel conditions for teams. It's not just about Clark's skills on the court. Her impact is bigger than that. She's bringing new fans to the sport and making the league better for everyone. LeBron said it best. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things are going to happen for the WNBA. This is more than just one player's success story. It's about how support and advocacy can change a sport. Clark's journey is showing us that women's basketball is on the rise, and we're all part of this exciting moment.